Hello everyone, welcome to K-Pop Queen for your non-daily reactions to all things K-Pop, and today I have another drama shop talk for y'all. Okay, right now I'm going to talk about Sweet Home. Yep, that's correct. You guys know I love my monsters, my mythological creatures, zombies, all of that, so Sweet Home was really for me, okay? So it's on Netflix. It's only 10 episodes long, and those episodes are only 40 minutes long, okay? That's a big difference from the hour 20 that we usually get. So I think that's why I literally ate this up. I finished this in like a day, 2 days, you know, like I really watched this very, very quickly. I couldn't stop watching it, even if it was nighttime and I was starting to get a little freaked out. That didn't stop me, okay? So maybe it won't stop you either, okay? So like I said, it is Sweet Home on Netflix, starring Song Kang, Lee Jin-wook, and Lee Si-young. It's based on a very popular webtoon. That doesn't surprise me. We're getting the real-life adaptations of lots of webtoons. I know True Beauty is really hot right now. Sweet Home is really great to me. I'm excited to see what else comes out. But yeah, it's based off of a webtoon. Now, I don't know if it follows exactly along with the story, but there's more to the story as well, because we're definitely going to be getting a season 2. Spoiler alert. We're definitely going to be getting a season 2. All right, but this first season was really interesting, and I couldn't keep away from it. I really honestly couldn't keep away from it. Okay, so let me just read you the synopsis on Wiki. Okay. It says, following the death of his family in an accident, loner Seohyun, who's played by Song Kang, moves to a new apartment. His quiet life is soon disrupted by strange incidents that start occurring in his new building. As people turn into monsters, which take the form of their hidden desires, Hyun-soo and the other residents try to survive. So that's like a pretty basic description of what this drama's about. Because it's not just in the apartment, by the way. This is like, it seems to be a whole South Korea thing. Like, everyone's sort of turning into these monsters. They don't know how it's happening, but it's happening to pretty much everyone, right? And so we do follow Hyun-soo and the other residents trying to survive through this like apocalypse, because it's a never-ending nightmare, basically. They have no idea how it's happening. They don't know why. They don't know when they'll turn, who will be the monsters. They really have no idea, but they're just trying their best to survive. I really loved the storytelling, the way that they told this story. That was one of my favorite things about this drama, because the way that they would bounce back and forth from present to past times was mind-blowing to me, because past times wasn't even like 5 years ago or something like that. No, it was like a couple months ago. So the story you're seeing is very recent, you know, like it's a very recent, like, sudden change that these things are happening. But I really love the way that they would like reveal certain parts in the past and then tell you how it affected the present, and then you would go back and you realize, oh wait, what was revealed is actually not the entire story. So your opinions on things would shift consistently throughout the drama, which I love. I really love that storytelling method. You know, I like to see one thing, make an opinion, get a little bit more, and be like, wait a minute, that wasn't the full story. Hold on a minute. Things are starting to unravel. I think I'm better understanding each character as more things are revealed. This storytelling, I mean, the director did an amazing job. The script writers did an amazing job. The webtoon must have been amazing. That's why it was so popular. They had such good content to go off of. I really, really loved that. So let's get into each of our characters, okay? Like I was saying, Song Kang, he plays Cha Hyun-soo. He is, what a fascinating character Hyun-soo is. He very complicated, very, very complicated. Props to Song Kang. I mean, phenomenal acting. This boy is very young. He seems very young to me. I saw him in Love Alarm, and this character is so different from that boy in Love Alarm. I was like, oh my gosh, like, how are you pulling? What are you pulling from to play both of these characters? Anyway, Chun-soo is a suicidal boy. He's very depressed. A lot of shit happened to him in a short amount of time. That's the important part. The time frame, like I was saying, guys, it's really only within a couple of months, okay? So a lot of really traumatic things happened to him in a short amount of time, and obviously, you know, he can't handle it. No one can, honestly. No one can really handle what he went through. And so it's really sad to see his story, and you better understand the way that he is, because when I first met him, I thought, oh, this boy is very depressed. His family obviously doesn't know what to do, and that's very interesting. Like, what, you know, what's going on? I'm very confused about him, you know. And then you see more about why the family is the way that they are. And that really made things worse for me. You know, it really made me understand his character more. And then you see why he is the way that he is. I mean, it's a really tragic story, you know. So I kind of understand his disposition in life. It really opens up with him moving to this apartment, then going to the rooftop and just being like, today's the day that I die. It's a very traumatic drama, so you need to prep yourself for that. Don't go into it thinking that it's going to be lighthearted. No, we go through some really tough material, guys. Really tough material, okay? So he is our lead, and he is, it's fascinating. So like I said, the monster is within everyone. It's literally their desires brought to life. So anyone can turn into a monster. The thing with Hyun-soo though is that he actually sort of has control of the monster within him. So he can turn into the monster and then shift back into himself, basically, which is really fascinating because he is one of the few people that can do that. And so he becomes a very important character, obviously, as we continue to fight the other monsters that have lost control of their human side. He becomes a very important character, okay? We also have Lee Do-hyun, who plays Lee Eun-hyuk. He becomes like the leader of the apartment complex. He's like, guys, we're gonna do this, we're gonna do that, but lock up the door. We're gonna be on shifts. We're, you know, cutting down on food. Like, this is what we're gonna do. So he becomes the impromptu leader, even though he's very young. I mean, he's just like, I think he's just like a regular college student, or he's like about to go to med school or something. Like, he's a young man that suddenly becomes in charge of all of these people. And he is one cold ass motherfucker. Let me tell you something. There is no emotion in his eyes. This boy is acting, okay? He just won an award. I think it was like new actor or something, like new actor award or something. And well deserved, because the things he would say and do were so, I mean, oh my God. You would be watching it like, now, did we have to, like, we could have, like, can we like get some sympathy for people? Like, what the fuck? He was really, really cold. And I'm not gonna lie, I was kind of like, oh, you know, it's a little harsh, but at the same time, I was like, y'all need to get it together. Like, he's the only one making smart decisions. I know they're calculated and I know that they're very cold, but at the end of the day, it's the smartest decision. He's doing things, and that's how y'all are surviving, because without him, y'all would be dead. No questions asked. The whole apartment complex would be dead without him. That's not even a lie. That's no cap. They would be dead without him. So when he's telling Hyun-soo to go and do something as the monster, he's like, hey, make sure you go get this thing and forget everyone else. If nobody makes it, fine. Just make sure you get this item. Cold. Cold, calculated, but well done. Well done indeed. Okay. Our other character in here is Lee Shi-young. Okay. She... women, okay? Women. She plays Seohyun. She was a former firefighter and apparently special ops as well. I don't know if you guys caught that, but you know, that was there later on in the drama. But she's a former firefighter who is incredibly strong. And she was in that apartment complex with her fiance, actually, who suddenly disappeared. So maybe like, I don't know, a month before the wedding or something, that man disappeared completely off the face of the earth. So she had no idea where he went or what was happening. But because of everything that's happening in the world, like monsters, you know, it's a curse, what's happening, she sort of figures out that her fiance might have something to do with what's happening in the world with all the monsters and stuff. He might have known something, and maybe he disappeared on purpose. So that's really interesting to see her story. She's clearly going to be a lead in the second installment. With the way that the drama ends, you can tell that we're going to be following her some more. So that's going to be fantastic. But she was like super strong. I'm going to talk about one of my favorite scenes in her. But she was super strong, super fierce, unrelenting, and just an overall badass. Loved her character. Okay, another lead we had was Lee Jun-wook, who he played Pyeon Sang-wook, who was a hitman. I started because I don't know what to call him. I really have no idea what his occupation is. A gangster. He killed people pretty much. That was what he was doing. When he wasn't killing people, I think he was in construction. I think that's what he had going on for him. But he would, you know, murder people for good, though. It was always murdering people that needed to be gone from this earth, okay? It's not like he was just out here murdering, you know, random people on the streets. No, these people that he murdered had done something terrible to other people and got away scot-free pretty much. He actually doesn't live in the apartment. The only reason why he was in there is because he came into the apartment to kill someone and then got trapped in there. So that story unfolds, and that's another point when I say that the storytelling is so fantastic. You really meet this gangster, you meet Lee Jung-wook, and you're like, sir, okay. And then you slowly begin to see his story unravel and everything about him, and you see why he's so like the way that he is, so tough, unrelenting as well. Let me tell you something, this man has been through so much. I'm surprised that he survived. I'll be honest with you, physics was not applied into this drama, but that's okay because it's a drama, so we can do that. But I was very confused about a couple of things. Biology as well was not being used. I don't know, okay? But, you know, that's his character was very, very interesting. We also have a lot of familiar faces in this. We have Park Yoo-young from It's Okay to Not Be Okay. She was the nurse in that. And then we have Kim Sung-ho, we have Woo-hyun, we have Kim Hee-jung. Like, we have everyone's like mom, dad, you know, corner store person. Like, we have all of these familiar faces in this drama, and we might even get some more next season. That wouldn't surprise me, so definitely hold out for that. But my favorite character of all, I think you guys know what I'm gonna say. I think you know. Maybe. Okay, my favorite character was Jung Jae-hyun, okay, played by Kim Nam-hee. He was our devout Christian badass with the sword. I loved him. Oh my gosh. His sincerity, you know, his like strong beliefs. Like, he was really just like a genuinely good person. It was just like a really nice man that was very skilled with the sword. I don't know how he picked up the skills. I don't know what he did. But when he came out with that sword behind him, talking about some I'm ready to fight, I was like, okay, I'm behind this man. I'm with him. And Park Yoo-young's character, because they were like a little badass team going out and like killing the monsters in the apartment. So it was great to see them together, working very well. And you could tell from the minute that they met that he was like absolutely in love with this girl. And so it was really hard when they took him away from me. Guys, let me just talk about it now. I was gonna wait, but I'm gonna talk about it now. Why did they kill my good Christian man? Why did they do it? I couldn't believe it. I was like, are you fucking kidding me? You're gonna kill this man who has been out here saving everyone, being so selfless? All he wants to do is love and appreciate Park Yoo-young's character? Like, are you mad? Oh my god, it really broke my heart. And the way that he died was heartbreaking as well, because so there's this one monster that comes downstairs. It's the guard man, or like the guard person. Basically, like, I think he just like takes care of the apartment, does all the things for the residents. He's not appreciated, but like that's sort of what it is. But he like comes down as his monster self. He has his little, I'm like holding it, but what is it? Grass cutter thing? Anyway, he's going around swinging. He starts swinging at the residents. It's like not great. So he comes in there. He's like, okay, I'm ready to fight. I'm going to save you. You know, whatever. He gets his arm cut off, which, do you know the importance of that sword to that man? How dare you? He gets his arm cut off. He's still fighting this man with one arm, gets trapped in the elevator with him and is like, set us on fire. This is the only way you can kill the monsters. Set us on fire together. The way everyone froze and was in utter disbelief and panic, because they're like, if we kill this monster, that means we have to kill him. It's the way that they couldn't decide. Everyone was like, even our cold-hearted Lee Do-hyun was like, I don't think I can do this. He does do it. He does throw the little, you know, fire flame thing eventually into the elevator. But it was just such a tough moment for everyone watching, because it was sort of deciding like, do we kill this monster? But that means we have to kill this man. Or do we save this man and end up probably dying in the process as well? So that was the ultimate sacrifice. He sacrificed himself for everyone. And he went down a true hero. And I will never, ever, ever let this moment go. I'll never let it go. It was too much. I was like, why did you do this? Nobody, like, you really killed off the one person who from the beginning was so selfless and, you know, helping everyone. Like, it was too much. Let me just also say this. This drama is very graphic. Another trigger warning. If you don't like blood, don't watch this. If you don't like seeing people get beat up, don't watch this. I'm not even fucking around right now. This drama is beyond graphic, and I can handle graphic things. Like, you know, no. Not this. Not this one. The amount of times I tweeted out like, hey, sweet home, too much blood. It's too much blood. Hey, sweet home, it's a little too graphic. Did I have to see his face concave when he got beaten? Did I have to watch that? Because you do see that. You see someone's, you see someone's skull get crushed, and you see an abhorrent amount of blood flowing from numerous people. Those are some of my moments. Song Kang, I really loved how he was able to play both characters. I know I said that before, but there's some really amazing moments with him just by himself as he is battling himself. There's this one moment where he can't tell if it's reality or not, which is, oh, it's so fascinating because you can't tell it either. You don't know what's real and what's not until it becomes revealed later. So he has no idea what reality he's in. He is literally looking at the image of himself, the monster himself, and the monster says to him, hey, you can be set free if you tell me what you want. What do you want? And I'll give it to you. And Hyun-soo, my God, do you know what he says to the monster, to himself? He says, I don't want anything. I have no desires. And then literally reality fragments, the glass, it crashes down, and he wakes up. In that moment, I was like, oh my God. Oh my God. It's the way that we're able to very clearly differentiate between the two Hyun-soos. The one that's very afraid, but still brave, still undeniably brave, still trying to help people, but very meek. You know, a doormat, sort of. But he's also, like, he's suicidal and he's depressed. He's been through a lot, okay? Like, you get it, right? Versus the monster whose eyes, first of all, go completely black. And there's something very maniacal and crazy in his eyes, despite them being black. I don't know how he's doing that. Maybe it's the way that he's smiling, but I'm like, oh, this person's unhinged, like a monster would be. It's the two contrasting characters played by this one boy that really, really held this drama together for me. I was like, I'm blown away. I love this acting. You're doing the work. Applause to you. I really love that, okay? Another one of my favorite moments, Lee Si-young, when she goes into the electrical room to go turn the lights on for the apartment again, and there is a monster in there. Of course, Lee Jo-hyun's character doesn't tell her about that monster. No, in fact, he lets her go by herself, which I was like, I don't know why you didn't just tell her. If you had told her, she still would have gone. I thought that was very cruel and very unnecessary, but lets you know just how cold he is, okay? Because he's thinking, we need that power and I need her to go, so I'm just not going to tell her. Unbelievable. Anyway, she goes down there, she turns the power on, and it's almost too easy the way that she does it. That's why I was like, something's about to pop up. Let me brace myself. Like, it's about to be crazy, right? And of course, something pops up. Something grabs her the minute she, like, leaves. She's literally right at the door to go back into the apartment. Something grabs her and sucks her back in. She wakes up. She's in a fucking cocoon because the monster had went ahead and weaved a web around her. Not only does she manage to get out of that web, but she, like, crawls through the air vents and, like, somehow gets away from him. I don't know how she did it, but she did. She gets away from him. She fights her way through it. She's so strong. Displays incredible strength by, like, breaking glass and, like, hanging. Like, and you get to, like, really see her fighting skills. You get to see her fighting skills a little bit. She looked incredible, okay? She looked very, very strong, which we love. I mean, she's a boxer, by the way. I don't know if you know that about Lee Si-young, but she is like an amateur boxer. She did that for a little bit. But it was just such a good scene because it was just like her being strong and like literally like defeating the monster. I mean, she doesn't kill it, but she gets away from it successfully and like manages to turn the lights on as well. I mean, it really could be no one else to do that but her, but at the same time, he could have told her. He could have told her about that. Guys, there are a lot of really amazing moments, and you realize as you're watching this drama that like everyone has their own trauma. Everyone has their monsters within them and can come out at any time. I can't wait for season 2. I know I've been saying that this whole time, but I'm really excited to see where the story goes. I purposely didn't give away too much of the story or anything. I do want you guys to go and watch it if you haven't already. Hopefully, if you're watching this, you did watch it though, because I did give away quite a few spoilers, but not a lot. There's so much to the story, guys, and there's way more characters, so many other characters that you guys need to get into, so many other side stories. I think you guys are going to really enjoy that. Thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and tell me what you guys think about Sweet Home. I want to know your opinions. If it was close to the webtoon, you know, everything that you thought about it, comment below or tweet at me, and I'll be back with another video. Bye, guys.